Hello, and welcome to Straight Guy K-Drama Reviews. This week, I'm going to be talking about the first 8 episodes of Sisyphus the Myth. So, I'm going to tell you guys what I like, what I don't like, and then later on tell you guys if it's worth the watch or not. Okay, so I've got my notes here. Let's get started. Number one, the plot. So, a woman from the future travels back to the present day and reveals to a billionaire genius inventor that his invention and his death directly leads to the destruction of Korea and possibly the world. It's not clear at this point. Now, they're trying to get to the bottom of it, but at the same time, a group of people are trying to kill this inventor, right? So every week there's a new twist, a new turn as they try and change this destructive future. All right, what I like so far. Okay, so first of all, I like the story and the way they reveal it. So there's a lot of twists and turns, like I said. But what I like is that every time a mystery is being introduced into an episode, they actually solve it within the next 2 episodes, right? So they don't make you wait too long. And then afterwards, they're going to introduce another mystery. So it's I like how it's unfolding. They're giving you crumbs, right? They're giving you enough crumbs to hook you in so that you keep watching and you keep following the story. The other thing I like, something that's very interesting about the show is it touches a little bit on a subject that is very touchy, which is immigration, right? You know how people are worried about immigration, about having too many immigrants in your country because they start to take away jobs, which is not necessarily true. And even in this show, where the immigrants are actually people from the future traveling back to present day, right? They don't necessarily do harm to the economy and take away people's jobs, right? It's very interesting. People in the States should actually watch this because immigration is such a touchy subject in the US, right? Number three, what is the Sisyphus connection, right? Why is it called Sisyphus the myth? So this is a Greek character, right? So I just want to give a background on what the Greek character Sisyphus was. So he was punished by the gods because of, he was a little too smart. He played a lot of trickery. He tried to cheat death. His punishment was that he was to have a task wherein he has to roll a boulder up a hill. And every time he reaches the top and finishes his task, the boulder actually rolls back down. So he has to do it again, right? So basically, it's a task with no solution. That's his punishment. And for me, I think it could mean two different things for this show. One is that the task of trying to save the earth from this destruction could be a task with no solution. They actually mentioned the fact that the future is there, and even if you're in the past, you don't necessarily have the ability to change it. So it seems like a task with no solution. Right? Or another theory of mine, it could also mean that the main character, Hante Sul, who is the genius inventor, right? He could be Sisyphus, right? In the way that he's too clever, he's too smart for his own good because his invention is actually the one that leads to the destruction of the world. And also throughout this show, people are trying to kill him, right? And he's cheated death several times. So, maybe he is Sisyphus. And just like that story where the lesson is actually for you to accept your fate, right? Sometimes you cannot change what is happening to you. So the best solution is to actually accept it and to live your life to the fullest. So it could mean either of those two things. Number four, what do I fear? Okay, the only thing I'm nervous about with this show, because so far I'm liking it, the story might get too complicated. So the very thing I like, which is that every few episodes you get new mysteries, new problems to solve. I'm worried that they might write themselves into a corner. You know how these shows are sometimes where they keep making things complicated so that it's so exciting, right? But by the end of the episode, they can't finish the story properly, right? Or there are too many inconsistencies. So I hope that they don't fall into that. people might kill me on this, but I'm not totally sold on the chemistry between Cho Sung-woo and Park Shin-ye. They're both very attractive. They're both very good actors, and they're doing a great job of acting. I'm just not totally sold on their chemistry just yet, but it could grow on me. I mean, from episode 1 and 2 to 5 and 6, the chemistry really improved. So maybe there's a chance. So I'm a little bit worried, but I'll keep watching. Number 5, my favorite performance so far is of course Park Shin-ye. Magnificent as always. She's beautiful. She's smart. And as usual, with her performance, you immediately root for her character. Like she always does this. Like whatever character she portrays, you immediately want to be on her team, right? She actually has a pink gun, spray painted pink with a lot of cutesy stuff, and I like that, because again, if you imagine that you're in this world where everybody has to have a gun to protect themselves, right? Why not make it fit to your personality? And she seems to be a very young girl that likes pink, right? I mean, she can kick ass, take names, but doesn't mean you can't have a pink gun. And pink is my favorite color, so I would love to have a pink gun too. All right, number 6, food. So there's not a lot of food in the dystopian future, but I like how they actually, she and her dad actually talk about food that they love. And when she gets to go to the present, she actually gets to try one of her dad's favorite dishes, which is bulgogi and beef bulgogi. Who says no to that? I'm always down for beef bulgogi. Number 7, do I continue or do I drop? Well, definitely continue. There's a lot of twists and turns in this story. I'm really hooked into what happens, right? I really love stories that involve time travel because, I'm always curious as to how the writers will frame time travel, right? Some writers believe that even if you time travel, you can't change the future. Like, no matter what you do, it keeps happening. And then for some people, they think that you can travel to the past and change the future. So I want to see the ending of the show and see how the writer truly feels about time travel. And of course, my other reason is very simple. It's Park Shin-ye. So who says no to that? Of course, if she's in the drama, you gotta keep watching it, right? All right, that's it. That's my review of the first 8 episodes of Sisyphus the Myth. Don't forget to put your comments down below if you agree or disagree with my points. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and as usual, you can watch my other videos right now.